Previously on Hyperion Bay.
Enthusiasm, but you didn't like growing up here, did you, Dennis? You didn't fit in.
You remember Dennis from high school?
Oh, Nick's kid brother.
You and I were in high school at the same time, but I don't think you can say that we were there together.
Was it that different for you?
I've been trying to reach the town supervisor, this guy Corbett.
Dennis Sweeney.
Mr. Corber.
Good to see you. Great to have you back.
Oh, you enjoy this, don't you? Beats the hell out of coming here as the only kid who couldn't make it halfway up that stupid rope.
What's this? Looking for a job?
Yeah, I am.
You have a background in computers?
No. Actually, I think my skills would lie in other related areas.
You and I gotta talk.
The Bay Warriors have been playing in the same gym since World War II. Fundraising for the renovations have been stalled for more than a year now. We've got to get this thing moving so the school tradition can continue into the next century. So, as the newest member of our business community, I wanted to personally invite you to be on the advisory board for the project.
That's very nice of you, Mr. Corber. I'd be honored.
Oh, the honor is all ours, Dennis, believe me. Now, we're planning to introduce the members of the advisory board tonight at our game against Glen Cove. Can you make it?
I guess so, sure.
That's great.
Okay.
I'll see you tonight at the gym, 7:45.
I'll be there.
Marcus, nice to meet you.
Same here.
Okay, don't worry about me. I can find my way out.
Sure.
See you tonight.
Okay. How do you like that? I'm a civic leader.
Feel anything funny?
What kind of funny?
Well, like somebody's reaching into your pocket looking for your wallet.
Come on, it's an advisory panel.
At first, next thing you know, they're going to be talking about how nice your name would look on a little brass plaque on some of those shiny new bleachers.
Well, we have some discretionary money in the budget. Why shouldn't we buy a little community goodwill?
Well, you said money to Greenpeace, don't you?
You stared, didn't you?
Yeah, so did you.
I was startled. She looked like...
My Aunt Ruby.
Exactly.
Hyperion Bay is brought to you in part by Dimetap.
A cold medicine can't work if your child won't take it.
And they're off. Timmy rounds the first corner. Down the banister. Looks like Mom is closing in, but no. Timmy clears the hurdle. Down the stretch, Timmy bolts for the door. But wait, Mom waves the Dimetap elixir.
Kids will love that big, great Dimetap taste. Pediatricians like the way it works. It's their #1 choice.
Whoa, great!
Dimetap, even the taste is a relief. And for your baby's cold, try Dimetap decongestant drops.
America Online introduces new version 4.0.
Go to the internet just like that. Email pictures.
Fast. We've spent over $1 billion to create a state-of-the-art high-speed network, and with 56K, connections are faster than ever.
AOL is #1.
So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
Why did the frog cross the road? He didn't. One of the greatest video game heroes is back. Frogger on CD-ROM. It's revised, rebuilt, and ready to hop like never before for PC and the PlayStation game console.
Hey, buddy. You okay?
Hey, Gordita fans, check out the Gordita Supreme. Seasoned ground beef, a blend of cheeses, cool sour cream, and freshly chopped tomatoes, all on warm, pillowy flatbread. Just 99 cents. We're making one for you right now. Better hurry.
Can't these both go any faster?
Kmart's the only show in town Thanksgiving Day.
It's like nothing you've ever seen.
It's showtime. Curtain call is 8 a.m. Thanksgiving Day at Kmart. All Christmas trees and decorations are 20% off.
I give it 5 stars.
All family outerwear, 40% off.
Fabulous.
Boys and girls bikes are just $31.99. And this 13-inch color TV with on-screen display and remote control is just $88.99.
We give it 8 thumbs up.
Don't miss this Thanksgiving Day sale, because big holidays begin at Kmart.
I have discretionary money this quarter, and I thought this would be a good way to make friends with the community.
You can't get much corporate goodwill for $8,649. I do like to keep track. What do they figure this gymnasium will cost?
The figure I heard was between 65 and 70,000.
I'll authorize half, up to 35.
You will?
One condition, that it's a matching grant. They have to come up with the other half or no deal. That should do wonders for your status in the old hometown.
This is incredibly generous of you, Borden.
No, it's not. But if your little village by the sea wants to believe $35,000 is a lot of money, who am I to disagree?
Me, a benefactor. What a trip. Especially when you realize we're talking about that gym. I can't believe I'm actually going to help them rebuild it.
Well, you had the nerd's natural aversion to physical education. Big deal.
No, don't get me started. It was one great big Stephen King novel, complete with all the italics.
Please tell me everything is perfect.
Close to it. Morgan Curlin, this is Marcus Fox, second in command.
Oh, Mr. Fox, anything I can get you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Then I'll go check my scones. Excuse me?
What's the story with the food, Diva?
Borden had lunch at Post Trio, and Morgan was the assistant sous chef. He liked his meal so much that he hired her on the spot and sent her down. She's our gift. Something, isn't she?
She's the kind of woman who goes all coy and grabs her purse a little tighter when somebody like me gets on an elevator with her.
Tokyo.
Sayonara.
Dispose of these objects. I made these this morning. There's nothing wrong with them. Where did you get your training? Recipes clipped from the back of magazines? How to Catch a Man muffins, and on the backside, Cosmo's Guide to the Ultimate Orgasm? Out. Now. Now, take out the garbage.
Your phone.
Oh, it's definitely your color. I like it.
One more word and you're eating it.
Oh, your underwear, too?
Yeah, guys aren't supposed to do the laundry.
Oh.
I fixed the car. I mowed the lawn. She does the damn laundry. That's the deal. I can't believe she hasn't come home yet. I'm about ready to let her win.
Let her win?
Yeah, you ever play that game? Got you last? Trudy goes crazy with that game. Once she played it for 2 weeks. She gave me the car when I was driving. I was taking a shower as I was falling asleep.
Look, Nelson, I don't think Trudy's playing a game this time. I think she might want to be alone for a while.
Women who look like Trudy are never alone, unless they're lesbians. And she's not one of those. Is she?
What, you want me to ask her? What?
This all comes back to your brother.
Oh, look, I told you and he told you. Nothing happened. Now, if you don't believe him, you don't believe me.
Well, even if she didn't do it with him, this is an example of what he's doing to this town. This whole push-button future deal. He's got Trudy all wrapped up with it. Started with that computer. Who knows where it's going to end? He's got her set up at the cannery at some cushy job. And we got robots doing everything for her.
Trudy. Hey.
Oh, hi. Marcus.
I just want to say goodnight.
Good night.
It's a tough day, huh?
Yeah, well.
Well, you know what they say about first days, right?
What?
Whatever else happens, you're never going to have another one.
Every time a Hyperion Bay warrior enters a new gym, he'll think of Dennis Sweeney. The entire town will be proud of him. I'll make sure of it. See you at halftime.
Hey, knock it off.
Sir.
My shrink says kids aren't cruel, they're just uncensored.
Yeah, well, your shrink has never had a power wedgie.
What's a power wedgie?
Oh, basically, you grab someone by the back of his underwear, stand on a chair, and pull.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a popular activity at good old Adway Stevenson High.
And your teachers allowed that?
Allowed it? Coach Big House encouraged it.
Who's Coach Big House?
That is Coach Big House Tyrone.
Why do they call him Big House?
Origins lost in antiquity. That son of a bitch, he made my life miserable. Good he retired, spared some innocent children.
Excuse me, sir?
Sir?
Are you Dennis Sweeney?
Yes, I am.
Is it true you really went to school here?
The rumors are true, I did.
See, I told you.
Oh, you better not enjoy this too much. I'll have to give you a power wedgie and put you back in your place.
Thanks to the matching grant Dennis Sweeney is offering us, I know we can put the building fund over the top in no time. And that's why I want to ask this favorite son to do the honors. So, this time next year, we'll all be gathered in the newly renovated gymnasium, which will be named in honor of one of the greatest character builders this town has ever known. The Coach Dale Big House Tyrone Gymnasium.
Climb the rope, Miss Sweeney. Climb that rope now. Now. Climb that rope now.
Hyperion Bay will continue on the WB Monday night.
So, Chris, have you ever had trouble finding someone's phone number?
Oh, yeah, especially when I don't know the area code.
Well, you're going to love 1010-9000, the only number you need for directory assistance.
How's it work?
Just dial 1010-9000, tell the operator whose number you want and where they live. That's all there is to it.
Sounds easy.
They'll even dial it for you with no connection charge.
They thought of everything.
It was my idea. 1010-9000, directory assistance for everyone in America.
The critics have tasted home fries, and they're calling it deliciously demented. So original.
How do I look?
Home fries. Drew Barrymore and Luke Wilson in a cutting-edge romantic comedy. Rated PG-13. Starts Wednesday, November 25th.
It's no great secret. It's pretty simple, really. We think dashing through the snow should be fun. We cherish good times with family. Well, most of us do. We count on our holidays to be shimmering, sparkling, special. We hope to surprise someone with a perfect gift, and to be surprised by one, too. That's why Pier 1 has assembled our finest holiday collection ever. Special holidays made simple, only at Pier 1 Imports.
This is the WB Television Network.
This holiday season, after years of sacrifice, these families are opening something they never had before. The door to their very own home.
This is my best friend, Julie. She told me about Clean and Clear Deep Action Cream Cleanser. It's oil-free, so I won't leave an oily film thing. Just tingly. Clean. Isn't she the best?
Clean and clear and under control.
Did you hear? Sweet Tooth got parole today.
Yeah, I thought that clown was in for life. Sweet Tooth got out today.
He's probably living the high life.
Circuses, birthday parties.
No, actually, he's driving an ice cream truck.
Get out of town.
Sweet Tooth is back in Twisted Metal 3 with enough weapons to make any angry driver happy.
You go, Sweet Tooth.
PlayStation.
On Dawson's Creek, a troubled life spirals out of control.
Looks like you got company. Third time this week.
One reckless night could destroy her last remaining friendship.
You don't drink and you don't mess around, but you are the unhappiest person that I know.
Dawson's Creek. Then, sometimes destiny.
She's hiding the woman I was sent back to kill.
Should be left alone. An all-new Charmed after Dawson's Creek on the WB Wednesday night.
The dream is always the same. I'm 25 feet off the ground. I'm trying to pull myself up to the ceiling. But my muscles start to tremble, the rope starts to sway, I'm sweating. Everyone's laughing at me. I try to hold on, but I can't. I smack the floor and twist my ankle, and there's Coach Big House, shaking his head. Run it off, Sweeney. Run it off. You could try again tomorrow.
I wonder if there's a 12-step program for this type of thing.
I'm not touching a thing.
Oh, come on, Dennis. This would be a great opportunity for you to become a man-man. There are 4 kinds of men. There's boy-boy, like Leonardo DiCaprio. Boy-man, like Tom Cruise, somewhere between Risky Business and Top Gun. A man-boy, like James Stewart and Mr. Smith. And a man-man, like Harrison Ford and, well, anything.
And what am I?
You are a man-boy.
So you're saying I'm not a man?
No, of course not.
You have no idea how traumatic gym class can be on a guy.
Oh, I understand. I had this field hockey coach, Mrs. Appleton. She made us do these stretches.
No, this is not like field hockey, all right? Coach Big House hated me. It was personal between us. I couldn't get my diploma unless I passed all my classes, and he refused to pass me unless I climbed that rope.
So then you have climbed it?
No. 2 days before my graduation, my mother met with the school board and convinced them to force Coach Big House to give me one more try. Well, he didn't like getting leaned on, so when I came out of the locker room, I swear he managed to get the whole graduating class in here to watch. I walked up to the rope. That rope. I reached for it. And Big House pulled it away from me. He leaned into my face and said, "Miss Sweeney, you pass." Then he turned to everybody and said how since I was so special, he was just gonna pass me. Then he walked off the gym floor through that door, leaving me in my green and gold shorts. He did that to me.
And now you're helping build a gymnasium with his name on it. It's ironic.
No, this is not ironic. This is what I call a cosmic screwing.
What's the matter, Dennis? You look more than normally pensive.
Is there such a thing as benefactor backlash?
Have they gotten greedy? If they want more than the $35,000, tell them the story of the fisherman and his wife.
They love the money. It's just what they want to do with it that bothers me.
The gymnasium?
Yeah, they want to name it after this coach that made my life miserable. Not just me, you know, kids like me. The others, the not jocks, therefore nobodies.
Did this coach...
Big House.
How colorful. Did Big House subscribe to the theory that the completion of arbitrary physical tasks builds character, promotes cleanliness, and leads to a healthy republic? I'm familiar with the type.
Nobody sees it the way I see it.
How fortunate my money let you get their attention. I wouldn't be adverse to you taking the opportunity to balance the scales a little.
Hi, Dennis. Mr. Barber. I just came out of a room full of happy people. The council was really knocked over by your generosity.
Oh, yeah, you know, I just wish we'd been able to talk about this before I found out you'd already picked a name for the gym.
Good old Big House. We wanted to do something for him ever since he retired. He's contributed so much to the town.
Yeah, you see, Mr. Corber, I feel that Muse Prime and Hyperion Bay have well, a common destiny. And I was hoping that the gym would be a way to demonstrate that. You know, we're making a substantial contribution here, and I think it would be a good idea to acknowledge that contribution in a concrete, lasting way.
What sort of acknowledgement are we talking about here? The Muse Prime Gymnasium?
You know, now that you mention it, something like that would express the bridge between local commerce and civic pride. I'm so glad that we understand each other.
I'm beginning to. You know, you've been away, Dennis. Maybe you don't remember how important Dale, Coach Big House, is to this town.
I remember.
I'll have to bring it up to the council.
Is that a metal spoon in the gelatin? We talked about this. Metal reacts with gelatin, so what is our serving element of choice?
Mother of pearl.
And what is acceptable given the absence of our first-line utensil?
Wood.
That is correct. So go get the proper serving instrument.
It is just Jell-O.
Oh, don't you dare. I won't have it, not here. If you don't respect each and every dish, no matter how pedestrian, you don't belong in a kitchen.
I'll get the spoon.
Yeah. Trudy, I don't know how you're going to embrace even the most basic culinary arts. Okay. If you can't take the simplest of directions, where do you think you're going? Going. Get back here and clean up this mess.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Forrest.
Got a minute?
Yeah, sure. Just let me pay my bill.
Okay. I was talking with Dennis. Boy, he's grown up a lot. Makes me feel old.
How do you suppose it makes me feel?
Yeah. His outfit's putting up half the money for the new gym.
You kidding?
No, half the money.
How do you like that?
But I think we got a problem.
Thanks.
Dennis had Big House for phys ed, didn't he?
Yeah. Both him and Nick.
Right. Dale could be rough. There were some kids he was rougher on. I think Dennis was one of them, and I think Dennis holds a grudge.
What makes you say that?
He pretty much told me he'd pull out the donation if we named the gym after Big House.
Dennis said this?
Pretty much. Dale Tyrone was a hard ass from Paris Island, and he only knew one way to do his job. Most of the time it worked. But I know there were kids who couldn't take it. Just as sounds like one of those kids was your son. You know what I mean?
I don't think I do.
I have to do what's best for this town. That means I can't afford to walk away from $35,000. We're going to build a gym. But I don't want to tell Big House his name won't be on it because he came down on a kid who couldn't. Frank, talk to your son. Tell him it doesn't do anybody any good to hold a grudge.
Why don't you tell him yourself?
Because he's your kid, Frank. That's why.
Trudy, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
the matter?
Just, onion. I'm just peeling an onion.
It must have been a pretty big onion. Tree, what's the matter?
I put a metal spoon in the Jell-O, okay? Oh, God, I hate this job. I thought it would be great, but I hate it. And I can't quit because I moved out of my house because my husband is a jerk. I'm living with my mother, so I need this job where I've become the cafeteria lady.
I think you look kind of cute in the hairnet. Okay. Look, take it off. Tell Morgan you don't want to wear it.
She makes me wear it.
Look, I have some authority around here, okay? And I'm saying you don't have to wear it. Okay, look. Here we go. Huh? See? Okay.
Want to give me a hand? It'll speed things up.
That's okay, I'll wait.
You never did like this machine.
Well, the shop wasn't my thing, Dad.
Neither was Jim.
Is that why you wanted to see me? To talk about the gym. How did you find out?
Dennis, there comes a time in a man's life when he has to let go of the past.
And my mind is made up. I'm not giving the money if they're gonna name the thing after that man.
You've got a real chip on your shoulder, and I don't like it. I didn't raise my boys to be that way.
Now, you raised us to think for ourselves, and that's what I'm doing.
I also raised you to think beyond yourself.
Whenever I came to you and told you what Big House was doing to me, you said that it was something that I would have to work out for myself.
It wasn't that bad.
How do you know how bad it was?
I thought he was doing you some good.
Good. You know, Mom went to the school board to get them to give me another chance. And she went by herself. Why didn't you go with her? You still think he's right, don't you? And if he's right, if you're still using his stick to measure me, where does that leave me, Dad?
Someone special is waiting for you at Sears Portrait Studio. It's Rudolph from the new movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and you'll find him at Sears. Come in now and get your holiday portraits for only $6.95 a sheet. Have them taken with the most famous reindeer of all on Sears' new Rudolph background. And take home this new collectible Rudolph portrait ornament free. Get holiday portraits of your special someone with our special someone for only $6.95. Only for a limited time at Sears. Hurry in.
Is your lip care a little too basic? Then get Blistex Lip Revitalizer to reduce wrinkles and rehydrate lips. Get Blistex Lip Tone for a touch of color, total care. Bring a little life to your lips. Go beyond basic care to Blistex.
Metal bars, designed to save your butt, designed to save your skin. The revolutionary Schick Protector with ultra-thin safety wires. Because safe feels better. Schick Protector, the feel of smart design.
Let's see. Whoa. Right hand. Nah, let's switch it to the left. Two hands. Nah. Dunk on him? Let's save it. Up. Here we go.
The only thing worse than a lovesick vampire
She didn't even care enough to cut off my head.
is a vampire scorned. Tuesday, Buffy's worst enemy returns.
Shouldn't have come back, Spike.
It's been so long since I had a decent spot of violence.
Buffy on the WB's new Tuesday.
Coming up at 10, Susan McDougal in court details on the shocking verdict. Plus, the hottest clubs in town will take you there. And from Hyperion Bay to the big screen, full details tonight.
Do you think it would be okay if I asked you out sometime, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe I will.
Next Friends, tonight at 11 on KTLA 5.
Cost Plus World Market. 50 countries, one store. Surprise yourself. For the store nearest you, call 1-800-COST-PLUS.
The suicide mission of an Arco Clean Tech additive. Enter gas tank. Clean out deposits. Help engines run better. Go out in a blaze of glory.
No Clean Tech additives were harmed in the filming of this commercial. Thank you.
There's no better gas than Arco with Clean Tech.
You're getting sleepy. Very sleepy. No, wait. You're getting hungry. Very hungry.
Feed your late-night craving with Gorditas. Warm, hearty flatbread, a blend of 3 cheeses, and your choice of mouth-watering salsas. Just 99 cents each.
Trudy, these people here have something that they would like to say to you.
We're sorry we made your Jell-O shake.
We put a pager in your Jell-O.
It was really stupid. Yeah, it was stupid.
Would you like for them to get down on their hands and knees and beg for your forgiveness?
No, I don't think that'll be necessary. Thank you. I accept your apology.
You heard the lady? Your verbal groveling was sufficient. Now, don't you have a deadline on a computer game?
Oh, yes,
yeah.
we do. Excellent.
Now, what can I do to make your day better?
Here's the number 5 for the lathe and the rest of it.
Thanks. I really appreciate you helping me out with this, Nick.
No problem.
Would you help me out with this tar paper?
Yeah, sure.
Have you spoken to your brother about the gymnasium?
Not since yesterday. Why?
Bart Corbett told me that Dennis is making the school board change the name to the Muse Prime Gym.
What's he got against Coach Big House?
He never got over that thing with the rope.
Man, I can't believe he's still obsessed with that.
You're okay with Big House, right?
Of course, of course. I mean, Coach Big House can be kind of tough, but, you know, that's just his way. He's a good man.
Dennis doesn't seem to think so.
Well, Dennis is wrong.
I thought I raised you both the same, but you came out so differently. How did that happen?
Remember the Christmas when you got us the new bikes?
Sure. And the 10-speed twins?
Yeah, all the kids in the neighborhood were jealous. I mean, I rode mine everywhere. But Dennis
never rode his.
Dad, Dennis wanted that Commodore computer thing that year.
I don't want to give him something that would keep him alone in his room all day. I wanted him to be out in the sun, playing with the other kids. Those were expensive bikes.
Hey, I know, you gave us the best, what most kids would have wanted. But Dennis wasn't like most kids.
He wanted the computer.
Yeah.
When I was a kid back in Oakland, I used to help my Auntie Diane do this.
Peel carrots?
Yeah. She made the most outrageous carrot cake. It was the only way she could get me to eat vegetables, put them in a cake. She used to say that the carrots would be good for my eyes, allowing me to see great distances. She said if I peeled the slices thin enough, I might even be able to see into the future.
Wouldn't that be great?
What do you say?
Divorce papers. The room I grew up in. People making fun of me.
But it obviously was not thin enough. Here. Oh, yeah. Now I can see past this hard time for you. Into the not-so-distant future. Yeah. I see good things here, Trudy.
What? What do you see?
I see lots of friends around you, a new apartment of your own, and what's that? I think it's... Yes, it's someone knocking on your new door. A new relationship, perhaps? Or a Jehovah's Witness?
Look again. I see a sink full of dirty dishes and my assistant playing games.
I'll rinse these.
Look, she's trying hard, okay? Why don't you give her a break?
There's one thing I learned from Wolfgang, that employees misunderstand discipline.
Oh, I understand discipline. Okay, I'm all for it. It's humiliation that I am against.
I was hired to run this canteen.
Right. So any psychological issues that you've got, you need to work them out on your own time, sister. Do you grasp my intention?
I have a souffle in the oven.
Sorry, Nelson.
Hey, you got a minute? You know, things used to run at a pretty even keel in this town. And now things are changing, not necessarily for the better. And when you step back and you look at these changes, the trail always leads you back to your boyfriend. Now, I know we haven't talked much before, but I'm gonna assume you're a reasonable individual.
Assume away.
Your boyfriend's doing a lot of damage here. Now, I know what happens when you start breaking things. You know, you get into a rhythm and you keep breaking stuff long after you broke the thing you meant to break.
What is it exactly you want me to do?
Get his attention sometime. Tell him to back off. Keep his hands off what isn't his.
Look, Nelson, if this is about Trudy,
No, this is about the coach. Coach Big House. Dennis has no right to do this to Coach Big House. He's a great guy. You know, he's like a dad, but only better. Deserves to have a gym named after him. A lot of us guys figure we wouldn't have been the men that we turned out to be if it wasn't for Coach Big House.
I completely agree. Something I can help you with, Nelson.
You heard what you heard.
Anything you want to add?
Not at the moment.
Good.
Hey. What's going on?
Just another example of Coach Big House's character building.
I think maybe you should listen to him, Dennis.
To Nelson?
Get a little perspective on this. When there's this much distance between the way people see something, the truth must be somewhere in the middle.
I can't believe this. I feel like some outer space spore has infected everyone on the planet, and I'm the only person left who has any recollection of the past.
I understand. This man was a terrible bully. But if you push this thing with the town, aren't you just being a bigger bully than he was?
I don't want people to lose sight of the truth,
What truth could possibly cause you to act like this?
I am not a failure.
Let's get some air.
All right. I'll be back. Now, do you mind telling me what we're doing here?
You're growing up. Coach Big House. Hi.
Hi. What can I do for you men?
Oh, we just came by to say hello. You were our gym teacher back in high school.
I taught gym at Adley Stevenson High for 43 years.
Yes, sir. I had you back in 1986.
1986. That was the year we beat Briarcliff High at the state semifinals.
Yes, sir. I was quarterback.
They used to ask me to coach all the time. Well, I couldn't do that and give the kids in my classes the kind of attention they deserved. And now they want to name a gym after me. They wanted me to come down there the other night, but, well, ever since Sarah got sick, I don't like to leave her alone.
What year did you have me?
1988, 1990.
Now, that was the year that we tied Lakeside at homecoming.
Do you remember me? I'm Dennis Sweeney. You weren't going to graduate me unless I climbed the rope. And they made you give me another chance, but you took it away from me. Right in front of everybody.
Now, son, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but if I don't remember every blade of grass on that gridiron, it doesn't mean each one isn't important in its own way.
You called me Miss Sweeney.
Well, it's a joke from my Marine days. Nothing gets under a boy's skin more than calling him a lady. Hell, I had a drill sergeant call me Miss Tyrone. Miss Tyrone. I could have killed the bastard.
Hyperion Bay will continue on the WB Monday night.
Hey, you think you know trivia? The most award-winning CD-ROM game in history is now a talking tabletop game.
What's Abraham Lincoln's song?
Now read the question and open the door.
You should know this.
Player one, it's all yours.
Aries.
You guys are pathetic.
With categories from The Life and Times of a Snack Cake to 9021.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Imagine Henry VIII marries Carol Brady.
That was impressive.
Yes.
The Irreverent Trivia Party Game.
Fresh breath, making all local stops. Breathe friendly.
When it comes to hairspray, the competition's stiff. The competition's sticky. The competition can't hold up to Pantene Pro V hairspray with the last test. Other hairsprays are just no match for Pro V. Only Pro V has the last test, so it holds this well, feels this good, and bounces right back into place. Pantene Pro V Flexible Hold Hairspray, the only one with a last test.
The best hold, the best feel, the best of both worlds. No competition.
Okay, I'll be back on Tuesday. The numbers are on the fridge. I color-coded all your meals so you won't be confused. The blue one is a beef dish. B is for beef. The pink one's a pork dish. P is for pork. You get the idea. The green one is for vegetables. It should be violet for vegetables. But I thought you might see violet but think purple and interpret pork, which would defeat the whole purpose of convenient color coding altogether. 4 minutes on high, stir halfway. Bye, guys.
So what do you guys want for dinner, blue or pink?
Did somebody say McDonald's?
I hope Mom color-coded breakfast, too.
Get lucky in the game of life. Go to school, get a job that's cool. Get lucky in the game of life. Marry your honey, go someplace sunny. Get lucky in the game of life.
Plan a family game night with your family.
Kitty! I left my kitty outside. What do you eat? Oh, wait. Kitty's not outside.
Man, what kind of jeans are those?
New Lee dungarees. Buddy Lee tested. Can't bust him. Matt's in trouble.
He's been arrested for petty larceny. What if they send you to jail?
Seventh Heaven Beginnings. Sunday on the WB.
Nelson, you scared me.
A bunch of the expensive ones, with long stems.
You put flowers in my car?
I sure did.
You broke into my car.
It wasn't really breaking.
Are you stalking me?
No. No, I want you to come home.
I'm not coming home.
Well, sure you are.
Nelson, it's over.
Honey, hey, listen. I'm sorry, okay? Now, can we please just go home?
I am not coming back with you.
Please, True. I'll change. I can do that. I can change.
Nelson, it's too late. I'm sorry, but it is.
Well, you're still my wife. Hey, I bought you flowers. Roses, right? I said I'm sorry. I'm doing everything that a man's supposed to do. What else do you want?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You've done everything you can do. I know that. And I do actually appreciate it, but we are done.
But I love you.
I love you too, Nelson. But I don't miss you.
Challenging the world to tempt my disbelief and faith. And with all my heart I wait. With all my heart I will wait.
I can only describe it as a miracle. Out of nowhere, out of the ether, I am summoned to La Francois in Chicago. Oh, the honor, the opportunity.
If this is something you really want to do.
Oh, this is something I have to do. My destiny calls me. As much as I would love to stay and help elevate the palates of your employees, I am compelled to answer this challenge.
Well, good luck in Chicago.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Now what? Who's going to run the canteen?
Well, seems to me you should probably promote from within.
Trudy?
What a great idea.
Funny Morgan getting that call out of the blue from Chicago.
A woman like that, she probably sends out resumes all the time. Sit on somebody's desk and sooner or later, kismet.
Wonder how they knew that she worked here.
Oh, word gets around. After all, this is the information age.
I guess I shouldn't ask you any more about this, should I?
Probably not.
Okay.
No. Trudy, we have a little problem. It seems that Morgan's untimely departure has left a vacant position here at the cannery.
My, that is unfortunate.
I thought you might have some ideas on where we could find someone who has the skills to run a kitchen.
Well, what kind of skills are you looking for?
Someone who's nice, someone who's pleasant to be around, someone who can cook well, nothing too fancy, just good old, honest, down-home cooking.
Actually, I do have someone in mind. Perhaps you'd like to try some of her carrot cake and judge her skills for yourself.
Carrot cake, that's my favorite.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I heard you drove out to the country.
He doesn't remember me. Coach Big House.
You taught at that school for nearly twice as long as you've been alive.
I thought he hated me.
A lot of kids probably thought that.
Yeah, kids like me, the ones that didn't measure up.
The ones you didn't know how to measure. He treated you bad, but he treated you the only way he knew how.
It doesn't mean I have to forgive him.
For a smart kid, you sometimes have a hell of a hard time seeing anything beyond your own experience.
I wonder where I picked up that trait.
The things Nick did, I could understand them. You were always up ahead someplace. Maybe that worried me a little. Maybe it scared me, I don't know. I should have gone up there with your mom. I should have gone to bat for you. I'm sorry.
Every generation has its own way of doing things, its own set of dreams. And each generation is shaped by the dreams of the one preceding it. That's how we move on and build better dreams for those who come after us. I learned a lot from Coach Big House, more than he could possibly know. That's why I and the company that I represent are proud to announce the complete funding for the Coach Dale Big House Tyrone Gymnasium.
Congratulations, Dennis. Tonight you became a man-man.
So tonight I'm like Harrison Ford.
That's right.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Before tonight, you thought of me as Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, man-boy.
So last night when we were making love, you were thinking, oh, gee whiz there, Jennifer. Was that good for you, too?
Okay, you're missing the point.
Oh, this sexist paradigm has a point?
Yes, but you were my man. And that tonight, I'm very proud of you. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll catch up with you later.
Oh, remember, Dennis, it's never too late to have a happy childhood.
He's lived as long as he possibly can, given the circumstance. 'Cause he's protected himself from the world, he never gave it a chance. And he says, here in my security, I put a limit on my self-potential and my possibility. And I sleep and I dream of the person I might have been, and I'll be free again. And I speak like someone who's been to the highest peaks and back again. And I swear that my grass is greener than anyone's till I believe again. That I wake and the dream fades away and I face the day and I realize that there's got to be some hero in me. There's got to be some hero in me. There's got to be some hero in me. There's got to be some hero in me.
Tonight night's Hyperion Bay included music from Hootie and the Blowfish and Colony.
Sex and teens. 3 things every parent should know. Next.